ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
All right, good evening, race fans, and welcome to yet another stream, or broadcast rather, of the NSR Xfinity Series. We're trying out a different booth here tonight. This is my radio room here at the racetrack at Phoenix. So let us go and get ready for a fun night of racing. We got some action-packed racing here this evening. We got 4 drivers ready to take after the we got 4 drivers ready to take after that championship run. We got Johnny Taylor, Keith Fonseca, John Williams, and Alexandre Tessier as they battle it out here this evening to find out who is the best driver here for this season of the Skunkworks Graphics Xfinity Series here on NSR. So without further ado, let's get trackside to see how this action is going to play out this evening. Qualifying going on currently. And it seems that it's locked up on me yet again. There we go. So we have the NSR Skunkworks Xfinity Series as they are starting to take the grid here this evening. Here's our starting lineup. We have Dakota Ehrman now on the pole. John Williams will be starting second. Eric Schaefer in third. Ryan Honeycutt in fourth. Matthew Wheeler in fifth. The first of our 4 playoff drivers will be starting. Oh, I'm sorry. John Williams is one of our playoff drivers, too. He's starting in second. Sixth is going to be Alexander Tessier. Blake Lothian in seventh. Stoney Benfield in eighth. Brady Schreckengost in 9th, Johnny Taylor in 10th, Mike Bruno in 11th, Jesse Prize in 12th. 13th is going to start Brandon Banks, Matt Sisler in 14th, Keith Fonseca in 15th. He's a playoff driver, so keep an eye on him throughout the night. Justin Koop for Rebel Racing is going to start in 16th. Kyle Westwood from Westwood Motorsports is starting 17th. Mark Sikosi in 18th. Cody Kinsey in 19th, and Sean Stevens will be starting 20th. One name that okay, we got Johnny Taylor. He's starting in 10th position. So let's start. We'll go through our grid again, and let me mention where our playoff drivers are starting. We got one of them starting in 2nd, another one starting 6th, Johnny Taylor starting 10th, and then rounding them out is Keith Fonseca there in 15th. Those are your 4 playoff contenders as we start the race here at Phoenix Raceway here this evening. As they pull off of the pit road here, under the lights for the playoff race here at Phoenix. There's the 5 of John Williams on the outside. Eric Schaefer on his inside and at number 76. 12 of Matthew Wheeler is on the inside. And the pace truck is off. They got a long stretch down here, down the back stretch. As the pace to get on the pit road is actually kind of, they got a long pit road here at Phoenix. Green flag is out. Down through the dog leg you go. Eric Schaefer out front. John Williams, though, chasing him down. Matthew Wheeler there in third and has a bumper full of the 38 of Ryan Honeycutt. Honeycutt goes to the inside. Trying to make something work here. Side by side down the backstretch. There we're looking at the 5 of John Williams as they come off of turn 4, or into turn 4. See the 32 get a little loose, up brushes the wall, down through the dog leg, back across the start finish line, down into turn 1. Side by side goes the 32 and the 19. I'm sorry, that's the 88. The 88 of Brady Schreckenghost, and the 19 is right behind him. So everybody's starting to single file out, except up here towards the front. We got the 38 and the 5 still battling hard as they go down through the cryo, down through the dog leg. Down into turn 1 they go. Side by sides, the 38 and the 5. The 76 is trying to hold his line, get a hold up that pack as best he could. Coming off of turn 2 now. There's the 5. Getting to the bumper of the 76. Can he make something happen? The 38 gets to the bumper of the 5. Gives him a little nudge. Does he make any pass here? No, he does not. They are down through the dog leg. Some of these drivers, if you'll notice, they take it a little deep through the dog leg. Sorry, I didn't mean to keep this hidden from you. Here in the Skunk Works Xfinity Series Championship night, presented by the Boomer Button Box. 38 looking to the inside. 38 gets a little loose. That's the 38 of Brian Honeycutt. Honeycutt getting a little loose. 12 of Wheeler. Trying to chase down the 38. Long race. We've got 200 laps here at Phoenix tonight. Looking at the 16/59 of Blake Lothian. Alexander Tessier there in the 32. And the 32 gets loose. Does he save it? No, he does not. He's going to lock it up and spin it there on the backside. There's our first caution of the evening. You'll see him, he gets a little loose, tries to save it, ends up just getting into the gas a little too hard, and ends up spinning it around. He locks it down, but still slides into that inside safer barrier wall, and gives it a nice little kiss. Hopefully that's not too much damage there on the front end of that machine. Alexander Tessier, one of the 4 playoff drivers, struggling here early at Phoenix. The pace truck is out. We'll step away for a quick moment to hear from our race presenter and sponsor. We want to give a shout out to Boomer Button Box this evening. And that is Boomer Button Box, presenting you the championship night here at NSR. I want to thank Skunkworks Graphics for bringing this season along with us here this season. To bring you the Skunkworks Graphics Xfinity Series here on the NSR Network. So as the drivers are finishing up their pit stops here, it's going to be an interesting night as we see a few drivers started to get loose kind of early on in this one. Johnny Taylor, Keith Fonseca, John Williams, and Alex Tessier, who we just saw spin there with the number 32. Alex is having some problems here early. Schaefer is still leading, Williams there in second. So Williams doing the best of our championship 4 at the moment, sitting in second position. The next one, though, is going to be Johnny Taylor there in 8th. And then Keith Fonseca, he's going to be rounding out your top 10. So 3 of the top 10 drivers are 3 out of the 4 of your playoff drivers. As we're back trackside, lights go off. I think on the pace truck, they're going to double up. I believe, double up for the restart here. So lights are off. Pace truck's on pit road. They're coming down the back stretch. Like I said before, a long pits road here at Phoenix. A lot of racing still left to do. Off of turn 4 in the restart zone, and they are away. 38 gets a great restart there behind the 76. They are down and away. The 5 ends up falling back to 3rd for the moment time being, as they all scatter coming through the dogleg. Ryan Honeycutt trying to chase down the 76 of Eric Schaefer now that they have all reshuffled after that restart. Blake Lothian and Bruno side by side as they battle. Single file in many areas, spreading way out through the dogleg. Brandon Banks back here in the number 24. Just kind of holding his own for the moment. Grady Shrek and Ghost, he's in there in that number 88. Everybody's just kind of minding their race at the moment. You see some two wide battles going on, trying to catch up front. But John Williams has back up to second. Ryan Honeycutt is in first. Where did our leader go? Our leader has fallen back. I think that's the 76 of Schaefer was our leader, but he's fallen back now in about the 5th position. He's under fire from the 16 of Blake Lothian. Blake Lothian in that number 56 or 59 car. I'm trying to catch it as it spins around here so quick. He's in the 59. That's the 56 or 76 in front of him. Everybody looking good so far. Side by side. In some areas, single file in others. There we're looking at the 22. Or the 2 of Cody Kinsey in 13th position. Dakota Ehrman, our pole sitter for the night, he dropped to the back. I think he might be out of this one. We'll see as the ticker comes sliding by there on the top of your screen. You can follow along with your favorite drivers there this evening. If we had the numbers for drivers properly before tonight's race, I would have had the labels in gold for those that are in the contentions. As the 38 dives down through that dogleg, but the 5 gets a great run up high. Gets to the bumper of the 38, looking to the inside, coming down onto the backstretch now. Front to back. Right now, single file, the 5 beating on the 38, trying to find some way of getting them nervous so he can get around. Down through the dogleg. No one budging out of line yet through the first 7, 10 positions. Everybody single file. As 76 looks like it might have gotten loose for a time being, or the 16 rather, I'm sorry. Blake Lothian. Matt Wheeler there in the 12. Jesse Price in the 13. He's in that 0, I'm sorry. Johnny Taylor in the 3. Johnny's had a really, really good season so far. He is your number 1 seed from looking at the points table coming into the night. So he's got his work cut out for him if he wants to try to bring home that championship here at the end of the night. Right now, though, looks like our guy to beat is going to be Williams here in second position, as Williams is now behind the 38, trying to find a way to pass him. Tries to get the run through the dogleg, does not quite get the run he's looking for. Down into turn 1 they go. The 38 of Ryan Honeycutt still out front in the lead. Schaefer is falling back a few spots. He's in 4th position. Blake Lothian there in 5th. Brandon Banks 6th. Matt Wheeler 7th. Johnny Taylor 8th. Jesse Price in 9th. And rounding out your top 10, that's going to be the 88 of Brady Schreckenghost with Keith Fonseca there in the number 61 in 11th position. That is your front running pack at the moment, with Matt Zisler gap back here to 12th. Cody Kinsey in 13th. Kyle Westwood 14th. Sean Stevens 15th. Alexander Tessier and Stoney Benfield back here 16th and 17th. Justin Coop 18th. Mark Sikosi in 19th. And Dakota Ehrman is not on track from what I can discover. Here they go, down through turn 1, down through turn 2, onto the backstretch. John Williams trying to find any way he can to get around the 38 of Honeycutt. Down through the dogleg they go. Heading towards turn 1. Stage 1 tonight will end at lap 45. Stage 2 will end at lap 90. Then we run 110 laps to the finish. Every point they can muster through this race is going to help them in the end as they battle hard to figure out who the champ's going to be after this race. As it stands right now, though, I think Williams will be your points leader coming at the end of stage 1. Does he pull off the win? We still have 20 laps to find out. You're watching the Skunkworks Graphics Xfinity Series here on the NSR Network. Side by side, here we go. And the turn 1, they go. 5 still trying to find some way to get around the 38 of Ryan Honeycutt. Williams looks strong, though. These two cars are starting to set a pace, get a gap between themselves and the rest of the field. Mike Bruno has fallen back some with Schaefer there at his heels. Brandon Brooks now in 5th. Blake Lothian in 6th. Matt Wheeler is in 7th, with Johnny Taylor trying to find a way around him as they come through turns 1. Now into turn 2, side by side, Taylor and Wheeler. Heading down towards turn 1 again. Or, I'm sorry, turn 3. As they get ready to come around for the dogleg. Off of 4. Cross the stripe, Taylor dives down into the dogleg, trying to keep the momentum up going into turn 1. Right to the bumper of Wheeler. Right now, this is the battle on track as the others have flat out. Single file here at Phoenix. Johnny Taylor still working hard to get around the 12. Down the backstretch. These drivers definitely have their work cut out for them. We're only about a quarter of the way through here. At lap 50, will be a quarter of the way through. 15 laps till the first stage ends. John Williams battling for the lead. We got a battle for the lead going on now between the Williams and Honeycutt. Honeycutt on the inside, Williams on the outside, trying to get that outside lane to work as they come down through the dogleg. Williams does have a little bit stronger car, I feel, as Williams now getting a little loose there coming through turns 1 and 2. Williams takes over the lead. Back there a little farther. Taylor also gets around the 12. Got a battle heating up here for 4th and 5th position. That is the 16 or the 76 and the 24. Eric Schaefer just trying to mind his own P's and Q's right now. They come down into corner number 3. Into corner number 4. I'm sorry, that was turns 1 and 2. "24 of Banks trying to get around Schaefer. Back up front. Clive Williams has put a little bit of a gap between Honeycutt and himself. Mike Bruno now sitting comfortably in 3rd. we want to thank all the sponsors we want to take this time right now to thank all the sponsors that have come on board this season and helped provide us with the racing action. All those from Skunkworks Graphics for providing us the title sponsor of this series, to Boomer Button Box, who helped sponsor a couple races this season. I know M1, or not M1, but Martin Sport has sponsored a couple races this season. The Top Tier for the white flag lap. We just want to thank everybody for coming on board. iFlag, I know, was there for a race. If so, broadcasting wasn't up to par, I'm sorry for that this season. I am working on a fix to get that better. So as Mark can make sure that he's getting the best that he can with the help I can provide. Lap 37 of 200 right now. We're looking at this 19 of Mike Bruno sitting comfortably in third. Blake Liltian, though, battling now with Johnny Taylor. Taylor trying to get that spot away from him. Moving up to sixth position. Johnny Taylor is kind of slowly but methodically moving his way through the field. Johnny Taylor, if you look at lap times, has been matching the leader on lap times. So he definitely can get up there and battle for the lead if he can just get up to the leader. Long race going, so I'd look for Taylor to be a contender here before the end of this. Lap 40. We got Honeycutt losing ground on the leader of Williams. I think the best lap on from our race this evening, I think that's going to be the second place driver, Honeycutt. He ran a 27:25 here this evening on one of his laps. Not sure which lap it was, but he ran a 27:25, giving him the quickest time here in the race as of right now. 42 laps of 200. 3 more to go here in this. 3 more to go in this stage. I have a feeling that whenever this stage comes in, we'll see everybody hit pit road, everybody taking fuel, 4 fresh tires, get ready for that second stage that'll go to lap 90. So we have 2 45 lap stages, and then we move on to our 110 lap stretch for the final run here this evening. And those people that might be watching realize this is a simulator, but with that, a lot of these drivers, they have their wheels, they have their pedals, so they get the same physical exhaustion from turning the wheel as do the actual race car drivers do in their real life cars. Down to the apron goes Taylor, trying to pick up into that 5th spot now. As I thought, Ehrman is out of this one. Taylor, though, trying to battle his way up to the front. working on the 76 of Shaper. If Johnny Taylor is battling inside him here for the stage window, that is going to be John Williams out front. Sorry about that. If you caught any of that on stream, that is my spotter telling me what's going on track. Even though I'm not on track as a racer, it still will sometimes go off. So I have Williams there. And first, for Elite Motorsports, or Elite Performance, as I predicted, everybody's coming to pit road. Everybody's going to take tires. Everybody's going to take fuel. We're going to step away and thank a couple more of our race. We're going to run through another commercial break here. Thank you, everyone that has participated this season at NSR. All right, and we're back here at the raceway for the finishing out this caution flag. It come out for the stage break. One caution right now for the race besides this, and that was from Tessier spinning out there in stage one. Tessier has worked himself back up to 11th position right now, as Keith Fonseca has fallen back to 15th. Well, really hasn't fallen back. He hasn't really moved up yet either. Lights are out on the pace truck. Side by side they go. We're getting ready for the restart here at lap 51 of 200. A quarter of the way through the race here this evening. Pace truck peels off. He's still going to come down the backstretch. Green flag is out. They are down and away. Williams out front. Followed by Bruno, Honeycutt, Taylor there in fourth. And Banks will round out your top five. Taylor, though, very impressive run here tonight, as he's now looking to grab third away from the 38 coming down into corner number 3. Out of turn 4, it will be Williams for your race lead. Bruno in second. Taylor there now in third. Honeycutt drops to 4th. Banks in 5th. Peters Prize there in 7th. Schaefer moves up to 6th. Lothian there in 8th. Matt Wheeler in 9th. Jaden Tessier there in 10th. There's the 19, Mike Bruno. Holding off Taylor for the moment, but Taylor's got a strong car as well as Williams. I think those are going to be the two that it's going to come down here this evening with. We're going to have a battle between Williams and Taylor. That's my prediction, unless something happens to one of the two of them throughout this race. As the 3 is getting some pressure from the 38 of Honeycutt. Honeycutt way to the bottom in the dog leg. Does not have the momentum though. Just get up there side by side. The 3 now of Johnny Taylor now getting side by side of the 19 of Bruno. Down the backstretch. Does the Taylor have enough yet? No, he does not. Does not have enough to get underneath and make it stick yet. Still fighting for positions here. Somebody brushes that wall coming off of turn 4. Taylor looking outside now. .38 getting awfully close to Taylor's bumper. I don't think Taylor likes that too well, as now the 3 is now to the bumper of the 19 yet again. Taylor trying to get around Bruno. Honeycutt trying to get around Taylor. These are your top 4 drivers as it stands right now in this standings for tonight's race. Williams and Taylor both battling for the championship here this evening. Icing on the cake would be for one of them to win the race as well. But if a championship 4 driver does not, it's going to most likely go to the top winner of the championship 4 for your top champion here this evening. Honeycutt to the inside of Taylor. Not enough room there. On back here in the field, Matt Wheeler battling. I'm sorry, that's Lothian and Schreckenghost battling it out. Schreckenghost there in that 30, or that 88, I'm sorry. Going to the inside of the 59/16. As now they come down the backstretch. 58 of 200 laps. Working on lap 59. Side by side, they come down the backstretch. Battles heating up here in stage 2. Stage number 2, there's the 24 of Brandon Banks. Trying to get up there to get a better finish in just the top 5. Taylor, though, working hard to keep that 3rd position. Lost it momentarily. Now the 24 is going to try to get up there. I wonder if Taylor burned up his stuff a little bit trying to battle so hard to get up there to the lead. We'll have to see once he gets the stuff to cool down slightly. Another charge at the leaders. As now Williams is down front, Bruno in second, Honeycutt now in third, and Honeycutt is making a run at Bruno. Single foul down the backstretch, down in the turn of number 3. Off of 4, they come across the stripe. It's going to be Williams in front. Bruno second, Honeycutt third, Taylor fourth, Banks in fifth. as they battle it around here. Just under 30 laps to go here in stage number 2. Honeycutt still trying to find a way around Bruno. Looking to the inside. Taylor has lost some ground. He's back here looking on in 4th position, but he's got to watch pretty closely as the 24 Brandon Banks is right on his. And behind Brandon Banks, we got the number 13 of Jesse Price. Jesse Prius. Eric Schaefer in 7th, Wheeler in 8th. We got a driver in trouble. That is Penske once again in trouble here at Phoenix. So we'll see him here. Come up the corner. Comes down to the next one. Gets on that apron. Comes up. Just slightly bumps the 88. Tries to save it. Ends up spinning it around. Collects the 22 of Cody Kinsey as he gets rolling now. He's going to have to bring it to pit road for some repairs. Not the championship night Alexandre was wanting here at Phoenix. He's having a tough run of it here this evening. So these drivers taking the time to get some tires and stuff, trying to figure a way to offset their pitting enough to make it to the end or to get a longer run here. Remember, stage number 2 will end at lap 90. We're only on about lap 66 right now. Five of John Williams still out front. Honeycutt in 2nd. That's going to re-rack him, restack him. That's going to give Taylor a move that he hopefully needs as he has moved up into that 3rd position once again. Sorry about that. Technical difficulty there for a moment, but we are back on green flag conditions here at Phoenix. Lap 69 at 200. We got about another 22 laps here in stage number 1. Or I'm sorry, not number 1, number 2. Johnny Taylor now moved up to second. He's going to try to get a run on Taylor, or on Williams, I'm sorry. Honeycutt falling back to third. Everybody looking real good this evening. Not too many cautions except for the couple that Alexander Tessier have had. Tessier might be done this evening. Again, not the night that Tessier was looking for. Mike Bruno on the end there, watching battles and front and behind him. Schrecken goes battling hard here in the number 88, down on the inside. Down to the dog leg. Trying to pick up some spots here as they head into turn 1. Side by side they are. Down in the corner number 1. We're looking at Schrecken Ghost here in the number 88 as he's making some laps here this evening in that orange machine, followed by Brandon Banks in that 24. Schrecken Ghost in 6th, Banks in 7th, Schaefer 8th, Lothian 9th, and rounding out your top 10, that's going to be Lothian in the number 16 machine. As we got a couple teammates looking to crack into the top 10, that's the 64. And the 44, Kyle Westwood and Sean Stevens, they look like they are a couple teammates here running a Boomer button box scheme. Looks like Westwood now is cracking in the top 10. Stevens, though, is falling back some. Out front, though, it's still Williams, followed by Bruno. Taylor has lost some ground, as now the 0 or 13 machine, Prize, or however, I'm not sure exactly how to say that, Jesse, is there battling with Taylor. And Schrecken Ghost is up here with Honeycutt, battling for that 4th and 5th position. 5th and 6th position, I'm sorry. As Taylor's doing all he can to hold on to 4th. Jesse's looking really good now. Still, anybody's race here this evening. Williams is hoping he can keep it right where he's at. Caution, back out on the speedway. This one's going to be on Cody Kinsey. Hits it into the corner a little deep. Ends up trying to save it. Does not. Ends up spinning it around. Luckily does not hit nothing. The field goes by. He's back rolling again. So, yes, he spun out, but it's a good thing that he didn't hit nothing as he's able to continue on here this evening. Hopefully he didn't screw the tires up too bad there with that spin. That's going to bunch the pack back up. This is a 4th caution of the evening. And Honeycutt coming to pit road. Lothian in. So we're seeing a few different pit strategies taking effect right now. Alrighty, so here we go. Not quite halfway yet. Still got about another 10 laps to go here. 11 laps to go here in stage 1. Or, I'm sorry, stage 2. I'm sorry, let me get my stages right. Green flag back out in the air. Side-by-side racing once again. Williams gets another great start. Deep down through that dog leg goes the pack. Bruno comes up in second. Price there. Priest there in third. Taylor fighting in fourth. Taylor could be just riding it out as they seem to be getting single file once again here in the turn number 2 or 3 and 4, or is that 1 and 2? That was 3 and 4 as they come across the stripe down through the dog leg. In the corner number 1 they go. Williams out front, Bruno in second, Price, Jesse there in third, Johnny Taylor fourth, Shrek and Ghost in fifth. Shrek and Ghost not having a bad run here this evening as he battles out for the race win. Trying to follow Taylor up through the pack. Taylor going around Jesse. Not quite cleared. Will he clear him coming down in the corner number 1 and 2? Does look like he will come off a 2 and into that third position. Now, he's going to try to chase down the leaders. Lap 84 of 200 is what we're currently working on. In corner number 1, corner number 2, here they come round to the backstretch. Williams out front, Bruno second, Taylor third, Betsy there in fourth. Fifth is Schreckengaust, sixth, Banks Schaefer in seventh, Westwood, eighth, Fonseca there in ninth, and rounding out your top 10 is the number 44 of Sean Stevens. This is the Skunkworks Xfinity Series, brought to you by the Boomer Button Box this evening for your championship race. Bringing it to you here on the NSR and on the Pool Networks. Williams still up front. Bruno in second. Johnny Taylor there in third. Jesse fourth. Brady Schreckenghost there in fifth. Those are the top 5 drivers, and we're currently watching the 10th place battle here between Stevens and Lothian. Lothian will get that 10th place away as Fonseca drops back to 9th. Battling hard here as he's trying to gain some spots in that number 61 Army Machine. Schaefer trying to battle Westwood. Schrecken goes about by himself up here. Everybody single file in the top, well, I want to say the top 7. Maybe top 10 at the moment. You got everybody single file coming down through the dogleg. Everybody trying to find that last little bit of momentum. Lap 88 of 200. Last lap, stage number 2. Williams up front, Bruno there in second. Is that how they will cross the line? Stick with us to find out here as they come down the backstretch. Just a couple more turns here. Off of turn 4, it is going to be Williams for that race win. Or, not race win, but the stage win here at stage number 2. Alrighty. So we have Bruno there in third. Williams now has dropped back to second after the round of pit stops. Honeycutt will take the lead. Hope everybody is enjoying your championship racing here, presented by Fleeger Farm TV on the pole, and your NSR network is what you're watching on. But the championship race tonight is brought to you by Boomer Button Box. Everybody's settling in for the long haul now. We got 110 laps till the finish. Side by side, ready for the restart. Green flag is out. Honeycutt down and away. Gets a great start here in stage number 3. No look now. Taylor and Williams are right behind one another on that outside lane, trying to move themselves up forward to that lead spot yet again. They're showing why they are top. Two of your top competitors. Now you got Bruno between Williams and Taylor. Taylor trying to find a way to get around Bruno. Honeycutt trying to hold off Williams, but I think Williams finally going to get him down here through turns number 2 and 3. Down the backstretch they go. Down in the corner number 3 and 4. It will be Williams taking the lead over once again. Taylor stuck back there in 4th position. Banks in 5th. John Stevens went and had an incident. He's now on pit road. Caution is out. That's going to be on Cody Kinsey. We'll take a look at it here. This gets loose. Coming off the corner and finds that inside safer barrier wall not once, but twice. That may be the end of his night. Yeah, that bang there, that was the engine giving up. I do believe his night is done. Unfortunate there for Cody Kinsey. Back up front, though, we have the 38 of Honeycutt, who's taking his chance to go down in the pit road now. Oh, nope, scratch that. He kind of faked me out there. I guess that was turn 3 and 4 that they were coming through. There's turn, or that was turn 1, I guess. Coming out onto the, just before turn 1. Williams out front, Honeycutt there in 2nd, Bruno in 3rd. We did have some takers for pit road, though. Benfield, Coop, Sakosi, and Shrieking Ghost all coming to pit road. Lights still on the pace truck. Lap 101 complete out of 200 as we are awaiting the conclusion of the race here this evening. All right, got doubling up once again. Side by side as they get ready to take the restart here off of turn number 4. Pace truck's going to pull up here in turn number 2. Then they got a long backstretch. Green flag back out. Five out front. 19 Bruno trying to get up there into that second position. Getting a little loose there. Keeps it together down the backstretch. Side by side they go. Down here in corner number backstretch. Into 3 and 4. I got Williams out front. Honeycutt in second. Honeycutt's having a really, really good run here this evening. Side by side they go for a couple cars there through the dog leg. Taylor sitting in fourth, trying to find a way around Bruno for that third position. Banks getting up there also in the, trying to battle Taylor for that fourth position. Single file, everybody kind of minding their own right now as we are clicking the laps down. Trying not to spin cars out, trying not to hurt themselves for the long run here. Mark Sikosi there in the number 8, back here in the 12th position. 15th on back are all out of this race. Lap 110 of 200 is what we're currently working on. In corner number 1 we go, out of corner number 2. Down this back stretch here at Phoenix. Williams, followed by Honeycutt, then Bruno, then Taylor, Banks, Priest, Schaefer, Westwood, Fonseca, Wheeler, rounding out your top 10. We have 4 drivers beyond that. That is Benfield, Sikosi, Schreckengost, and Coop, all right now on track. Drivers out are Kinsey, Stevens, Lothian, Tessier, Matt Sisler. So 3 out of the 4 drivers of your Championship 4 are still battling it out here at the Championship night for the Skunkworks Graphics.com Xfinity Series. Honeycutt still sitting in second. Out there in third is Bruno. Taylor there in fourth. But the man out front is still John Williams, as he is our stage 1 and 2 winner, sitting here hoping to sweep the stages. Sorry for some of the dead spots in the broadcast, but this is a long race, and I got to give my voice a moment to catch up with what I'm talking about here on track. Long race to kind of do by yourself, but I'm making do, as I do with most of the things that I do around my world. Williams out front, Honeycutt there in second, Bruno there in third, Taylor fourth, Banks in fifth. Those are your top 5 drivers as it stands right now as we come into turn number 1 and 2, or I'm sorry, 3 and 4, as you see the green cactus there on the front stretch. Iva Williams still out front. Honeycutt there in second. Bruno third. Taylor fourth. Banks fifth. Farther back, we got Jesse in sixth. Schaefer in seventh. Keith in eighth. Wheeler ninth. Benfield there in 10th. That rounding out your top 10 drivers. Kyle Westwood now, lap down. Herman, 100 or so laps down, and he might try to make an appearance. As I see that he's sitting back in pit road. Down to the dog leg. .118 of 200. Taylor battling Bruno now. Taylor trying to get that third spot away from Bruno. A lot of single file racing going on at the moment. Banks, Schaefer, Benfield, some of the drivers back here in the back. Williams putting on a great show here this evening out front. Honeycutt there in second, Taylor there in third, Bruno fourth, and Banks in fifth. Taylor hasn't done too well too bad for himself as he's up 7 positions from the start of the race. Bruno's up 7. Banks is up 8. Unfortunately for the likes of Tessier, he dropped back 12 spots. Blake Lothian had dropped back 10 spots. They are currently out of this race. So we got Dakota Ehrman there on pit road. Not sure exactly what he's going to do with that car here this evening, whether he's going to bring it out and try to get a few laps in for practice, as he is over almost 3/4 of the way of the race, a lap down. Well, I guess not quite. He's still got about another 25 laps before he hits 3/4. But he's definitely half of the race, a lap down. As battle is heating up here for that second position between Honeycutt and Taylor. Taylor might have been trying to figure out those last 2 stages how hard he can push to get up there into them front spots. But Williams looks like he's got this championship wrapped up here this evening. Once again, I'd like to give a shout out to all the wonderful sponsors that helped to make it possible this season to bring you such great racing action. I'm sorry I have not been able to be here through all of it or bring it to you live on a couple weeks, but hopefully I did a good enough job for you guys to keep me around a little bit longer. If not, I will have to part my ways and find somewhere else to be on Saturday nights. As of right now, though, we're still watching the battle here for Williams, Honeycutt, Taylor, Bruno, Banks, Jesse, Schaefer, Fonseca, Wheeler, Benfield, Mark, Shrek and Ghost, and Coop all on the lead lap right now. As it looks like Taylor's going to look to the inside. Taylor's trying to find that momentum to get up there to Honeycutt. Honeycutt's been really strong here this evening. Just has not had the overall speed to chase down the leader of Williams. Taylor, though, he's one that I can think of. All right, here we are. Taylor looking to the inside. Here we are, lap 128 is what we're currently working on. Looks like Taylor might be having some problems there, or the 38. I'm seeing some 38. Looks like he's blinking in and out a little bit. Maybe some connection issues there for the 38 machine of Honeycutt, as Taylor now is getting a great run on him. Down to corner number 3. Taylor to the inside. Down through the dogleg. Taylor taking over that second spot now. Now he's got to try to chase down the leader of John Williams, who's led almost every lap here this evening. Up to the top, down through the bottom as they go through the dogleg once more. We're working on lap 130 of 200 laps. Now we're looking back here at the likes of Banks, Bruno, and Jesse as they all battle for the 4th, 5th, and 6th positions. Trying to keep the best battles on string. All right. As we go and have our some fun here in the booth going on right at the moment. But lap 131, Williams, Taylor, Honeycutt, Bruno, Banks, Jesse, Shaper, Fonseca, Wheeler, Benfield rounding out your top 10. Still watching this close battle here for 4th, 5th, and 6th with Bruno, Banks, and Jesse. Our battle we keep an eye on here is the battle of Schreckenghost and Coot, or I'm sorry, Schreckenghost and Benfield. But Williams out front, lap 135 is what they're 134 is what they're working on. Taylor's trying to catch up. So the closest cars we got on the racetrack are here, 4th, 5th, and 6th position. Lap 135. Williams still out front. Good clean racing here in the final stage so far. Only a couple of incidents here this evening. I think we've only had a total of 6 caution flags altogether this race. 2 of them are because of stages. So really only 4 have been because of driver mishaps, if I'm counting the cautions correctly. 1 in stage 1, 1 in stage 2. Well, it might only be 3 or 4. No, I guess that'd be right. About 5 or 6 cautions. As Honeycutt blinking in and out again. I see pieces flying all over the track every time he comes in and out. Bruno trying to chase him down. That group of 3 cars slowly gaining on Honeycutt. And you see the green cactus at the start-finish line. Battle still going on here for 4th, 5th, and 6th. I'm sorry, this is heating up for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. As Bruno has fallen back to the clutches of the 2 cars behind him. Or wait a moment. Honeycutt has disappeared off the track. I think he went and ended up having to park it. Honeycutt showing a lap down. Bruno under par for that third position from the 24 Banks. This is our closest battle right now on the speedway. Here they come off of turn 4. Back across the stripe, down through the dog leg, down into corner number 1. Bruno still holding on to that third position. Banks in that fourth position. Schaefer has fallen back some. Bruno gets loose, ends up having to dive at the pit road. That might be a black flag on his part for an unsafe pit entrance. Or speeding, rather. And Bruno has to bring it to pit road. Williams going to go and let the 88 by. That's the 88 of Schreckenkaus. Taylor still holding on to that second position. Fonseca is in your third position with Wheeler right behind him. Everybody getting spaced out now. I would say probably I'll be seeing pit stop about lap 165. I will start seeing pit stops. Long race here this evening as we're watching here from Phoenix. There's 61, Matthew Wheeler and Mark Sikosi on pit road. Now they go down here in corner number 4 as somebody brushes the wall coming out of 2. Looking at the likes of the 61 up Fonseca. They're in third position. Benfield in 4th. Coop in 5th. So as it stands right now, only your top 10 drivers are on the lead lap. That is Williams, Taylor, Fonseca, Stoney, Benfield, Coop rounding out your top 5. Honeycutt, Jesse, Bruno, Schaefer, and Banks all rounding out the top 10 of your lead lap cars. Schreckenkaus, Wheeler, Sikosi. Honeycutt I'm showing as 1 lap down. Oh, okay, scratch it. I only have 5 drivers on the lead lap. So your top 5 are on the lead lap. As Honeycutt is struggling, I think, with some connection issue here this evening. Taylor still slowly trying to reel in that leader of John Williams. riding on board with Johnny Taylor. Trying to get up there to Williams. Alright, as we come across our finish line, let's go and crank them speakers up. Out front we are. John Williams, followed by Taylor Fonseca there in third, Benfield in fourth, and Justin Coop will be rounding out your top five currently here at the championship night, presented by Boomer Button Box. Round and round to go here at Phoenix. Want to congratulate the driver for running clean, but I'm hoping for a little bit more excitement here. Looks like Honeycutt's trying to get his laps back. He needs to get around Taylor and he'll have his lap back. But I haven't seen anybody really get around Taylor unless Taylor is in a save mode right now. Lap 160 on the board is what we're currently working on here out of 200. Taylor may just let him go. And I'll put Honeycutt back on the lead lap. Already, lap 162 of 200 on board, soon to be in the books. Like I said before, it's really tough on one announcer. Hopefully I can dig up somebody to help me next season. Help keep me motivated and keep going here while we run these long races here. Green flag. Wonderful racing going on. John Williams here in first. Johnny Taylor second. Fonseca in third. Once again, I want to congratulate all the sponsors that have come on board this season. I want to give them all a shout out and a big thank you, because without you, there would be no racing. I don't believe so. Especially there wouldn't be any racing without these wonderful drivers we have out on track. We want to thank everybody that's come out to support NSR. Williams now takes to pit road. Taylor stays out. Will Taylor come to pit road this time? He will. So Taylor on pit road. Williams still sitting on pit road, getting them tires changed. That's what I thought. About lap 165, we'd see the leaders come in. Williams coming out. Fonseca now showing as the leader. Justin Coop in second. Honeycutt in third. Honeycutt already made a pit stop. Got himself back on the lead lap. He's blinking out here. Justin Coop is in pit road. Taylor is still behind Williams as they are now back out on track. Coming down to 30 laps to go. Looking at Jesse there in third place. Bruno linked out a moment there. Fourth. Banks in fifth. So we'll run through the field like now we are started the pit stops. We got 9 drivers on the lead lap now. We got Fonseca in first. Honeycutt second. Jesse third. Bruno fourth. Banks there in fifth. Schaefer in sixth. Williams seventh. Taylor eighth. Wheeler in ninth. Schrecken goes there in 10th. A little far back, we got Sikosi 11th, Benfield 12th, Coop 13th, 14th Westwood. And I think Westwood's the last car actually running. Nope, Coop is. Everybody else is down and out. Fonseca gonna hand over the lead. It's gonna go over to Honeycutt. Just under 30 laps to go here in the championship race, presented by Boomer Button Box. Who can go the distance? Looking at the 24 up bank, sitting in the 4th position. Everybody strung out, single file. Honeycutt out front. Jesse in second. Bruno third. Banks fourth. Williams fifth. Taylor has moved up to sixth now. Williams is up to fifth. Still the two drivers I'd keep an eye on. There's still plenty of time as we now hit lap 174 of 200. Soon to be working on lap 175. Williams working on the 24 of Banks. Down into the triangle. Or dogleg, I'm sorry. Bruno still blinking out. It's going to make it a little tricky for Williams to pass him. Williams down into the bottom of the dogleg. Down into corner number 1. Williams get by. Taylor's falling back a little bit off of Williams' pace. "25 laps to go here at Phoenix." Williams side by side with the 61. There's Fonseca. Honeycutt still out front. Laps winding down here. Honeycutt still out front. Williams sitting in third. Williams may have a run here. If he can get around the 61 and a couple other lap cars, he may have a run at the lead here before too long. 22 laps to go. There you see the 38. There is the 5. So they're not that far apart. If he can just get around this lap traffic, he might be able to chase that 38 down. Big chop there out of the dogleg. Williams trying to put on a show here this evening, trying to get up there. As Honeycutt looks to brush the wall, but does not seem to have. I think we got some coding issues going on with the 38 machine as well. Taylor back here in third, trying to get up there to battle for that lead. Williams, ever so much, closing in on the 38. He is there. He is going for that lead. 19 laps to go. Will Taylor now take the shot and get around Honeycutt? "18 laps to go here at Phoenix. Down into the dogleg. Here comes the 3, looking in on the 38. riding on board with the number 3. Down as he comes through the dog leg. You can see where the leader is. All right, here we go. Oh, a little loose there. Trying to hang on to, trying to get up there to Williams as he got around Honeycutt. Now he's working on trying to get up there to at number 5. He's closed in on him. Question is, can he get up there to pass him? 12 cars on the track, 9 cars on the lead lap. We're watching Taylor here in second place. See if he can chase down the leader, as you see there in the bottom of your screen, currently down now out of eye shot of the camera. At number 5, John Williams with 14 laps to go, soon to be 13 laps to go here at Phoenix. Williams, winner of stage 1, winner of stage 2, and now looking to try to sweep the stages, but Taylor might have a different saying to that if he can get up there to him and give him a little bit more of a run. As Taylor closing in on Williams. Lap traffic ahead. Will that help or hurt Williams? Williams dives way to the bottom during the dog leg. Taylor doesn't quite put it in as deep. Now he's down to the backstretch. Got the 88 of Shrek and Ghost. He's about to go lap down. Or he is a lap down to Williams. So we're down to 8 cars on the lead lap. Taylor trying to match the line right now, trying to get that little bit of draft he can off of the 5 of Williams. 9 laps to go here at Phoenix. Coming around, it'll be 8 laps to go as they come out of turn number 4. Williams, Taylor, Honeycutt, Bruno. Thanks, round out your top 5. Schaefer, Wheeler, Ponsica will round out the what's left of your lead lap car. Seven laps to go. Slowly counting the laps down here at Phoenix. I want to thank everybody for tuning in Flicker Farm TV on the Pole and NSR Network as we sit here and watch the championship night of the Skunkworks Xfinity SkunkWorksGraphics.com Xfinity Series, presented by the Boomer Button Box here this evening. We also want to shout out to the other sponsors that have helped out through the weeks, like Martin Sport and Skunkworks, definitely for bringing a title sponsor on Boomer Button Box. I know you guys have incorporated a couple different races there. I want to say Top Tier has come on for the white flag lap. Double check that whenever it gets one lap to go here at Phoenix. Right now, though, it is going to be 5 laps to go. Williams still out front, but Taylor is slowly chasing him down. His battle's heating up here. Back in the back, we used to have some great battles going on. Looks like the 24 of Bruno and the 19 of the 19 of Bruno and the 24 of Banks. They're battling it out for that 4th and 5th position. 3 laps to go. Banks gets a little loose. Taylor, does he have enough to get up there to battle the lead? Or will he be content finishing runner-up this year in the Skunkworks Graphics Xfinity Series? 2 laps to go. Okay, I thought it was top tier, but it's top split setups. Top split setups. Thank you for coming on board for the 1 to go lap. It is the final lap, and we got a battle raging on here. Will Taylor be able to get to the bumper of the 21? I'm sorry, of Williams there or not? We are waiting to see. Does not look like it. Looks like it's going to be Williams for the win. Williams will get the checkered flag to win not only the race tonight, but to also win the championship night. And we watch him take his victory and burn it down here tonight. Well deserved here for Williams as he swept every stage, beats it off an inside wall, trying to do his burnout. That's not quite how I'm sure he wanted to do the burnout, but he ended up blowing it up there at the end, trying to burn out. Let's see who we got here. See if we got some. See if we got drivers ready for the post-race interviews. Waiting to see if anybody comes up here to the interview waiting room. We got Ryan Honeycutt, our 3rd place finisher. Good evening, Ryan. Can you hear me okay? Ryan, can you hear me okay?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me okay? Hello, can you hear me okay? All right, some technical difficulties going on here. All right, now do you have me?
Yeah, I got you now.
Alrighty. Apparently, I had some technical difficulties here with my mic, so too many mics and so much going on to produce here. Great run there tonight. You come out third place. Did you have a little bit of problems though with connectivity towards the end?
Yeah, I think my internet was kind of, just bugging out a little bit there towards the end. So I don't really know what was happening, but I was all over the place with my setup. Setup was getting real loose at the end, and I guess I was blinking too. There were some cars blinking for me.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that Bruno went and blinked out a couple times for me, and I noticed you blinked out a couple times. The one time you blinked out, and it had you hit the wall and tore the whole front of your car off, and then it just magically reappeared. So that was interesting to see.
Yeah, I've been having some issues with my internet, so I'm trying to work it out with iRacing and figure out what it is. I think it's sending me to the wrong server and just plotting me at a different area than I actually am, but I should have that figured out.
But great run nonetheless for third place here this evening. I don't know if there was much you could have done to catch some top two runners.
Yeah, I think I was just as fast as them, but I tried a different strategy and it didn't work out, unfortunately. And I mean that you'll have that. I think I was a little bit worse than them in the long run, just trended a little too loose. I tried to work on it through the race. I built my own setup, and I'm pretty sure those two run like EPI or something. I've seen some logos on their car, but I mean, for a setup that I just threw together, I wasn't really too disappointed in it, and um, yeah, just trended a little too loose to the end of those runs, but kind of have that at this track with how different each corner is.
Oh, every corner is different. I mean, this one almost you almost in some ways you can compare it to the way the Pocono races because Pocono is also every turn's different, same as it is here.
Yeah, I mean, it's completely opposite. You got one corner where you got banking and you're stuck to the bottom and you slide up in the middle of the corner. Then you got one and two where you can it's flat and you can either just send it in on the top or park it down on the bottom. So it's just really hard to get a car tuned up. So wasn't really disappointed. I only spent like an hour and a half on this. So
Yeah, it looks pretty good. It looked good out there running. You got that third spot. Do you have any sponsors that helped to get you into that third position here this evening?
yeah, I just shout out the real life racing sponsors. We got Takis, Rockin' Oven, Pizzeria, Johnson Racing Media on YouTube if you want to watch some real life late model stock vlogs. And then shout out Blake Lothian, he's here. He's one of the guys that employs me as my spotter, and Connor Jones Racing and Jones Utility. So all those guys just appreciate all the opportunities they give me in real life.
Congrats once again on that third place finish. Enjoy the third place here on the championship night of NSR. Again, great run here.
All right, thank you.
All right, that was Ryan Hunt, our third place finisher. Let me see if I can find our second and first place winners. Hello, John. You got Taylor. You got a. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Had to do some searching to find you. You're our second place finisher here tonight.
Yeah, we felt like we had a solid car that could win that race, but just navigating traffic and whatnot, pretty much. We got there, but we just didn't have enough.
You think we might have had another 2, 3 laps? You think you could have battled for the lead?
Oh, yeah, it would have been a battle if we had had a few more laps on the board, but just how it all played out, I needed either needed to be a little closer going into the before stops, or just overall a better run after stops.
Pretty clean racing tonight too. I think we only had like 5 caution flags throughout the whole night, so it was a lot of green flag running.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good race. We had some good battles out there, some clean racing.
Yeah, I don't think there was really too much, even when it was a caution, there really wasn't anybody getting into another car. It was more somebody got into the gas too hard getting out of the corner.
Right. But yeah, like shout out to J-Dub, and nice team win there. Glad at least one of us could bring home the championship there, and shout out to EPI for putting solid sets out there week in and week out.
You got any other sponsors you want to give a shout out to for your runner-up championship spot this season?
I think that's it.
Alrighty. Well, congrats on getting runner-up. You got runner-up in the race and in the points, if I'm looking at the points correctly.
Oh yeah. That J-Dub, he was one of the final 4. So win the race, you win the title. So
that's kind of what I was looking at when I was looking at the points. I'm thinking, well, Taylor. I was looking back about halfway through the race, and I saw the way you were making moves. I was kind of hoping you'd get up there to give Williams a little bit of a battle, because he just seemed to be running away for most of the race tonight.
yeah, we just needed to navigate through traffic a little better. A lot of guys were driving pretty hard there early, but burnt their stuff up later. I mean, I was banking on that happening. We pretty much both knew that was going to happen, and it did. We just ended up getting caught up in the mix of it and having a battle with some of those guys. Well, old John there had the clean air and just smooth sailing.
And he definitely set the sail on it tonight.
Yep.
Well, congrats on your second place finish here tonight, and we're going to see if we can find Williams to see if he can get a few words with him.
All right, man. You have a good one.
You too. All right, Williams, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. You hear me?
Oh, yes, I got you loud and clear. Congratulations on not only winning the race, but winning the points as well for the season.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. That was definitely, Johnny was coming for sure, but just trying to not miss my mark any more than I was and keep it out front.
He definitely said if he had another 2 to 3 laps, he thinks he could have been battling there for the win.
Yeah, for sure. I'd have been in trouble. I think 5 for sure, probably 2 or 3. He had definitely been there.
Well, the car looked great. You pretty much set that car, on autopilot, I think, because you went. Not only did you get the win tonight, but you also won stage 1 and 2, if I'm thinking correctly as well.
Right. Yes, sir. Yeah, no, we've been really good. It's happened. It's one of my favorite tracks, and the set we've had this week, man, it's been really fast. So, yeah, it worked out good for me to be here, the last race, and be in contention to win it too.
Well, you got sponsors you would like to thank for getting you into this far into the season and getting you your championship.
I just thank everybody at EPI. Thank y'all for putting it on.
It was my pleasure, and I think tonight was one of the better broadcasts on my end, so I'm happy for that.
Good deal, man. Yep. Thanks for everybody for helping out and doing it. So it was fun.
All right. Well, you enjoy that, and go enjoy your victory lane celebration. Enjoy the championship celebration, and you have yourself a great night. We're gonna wrap it up here in the booth. Doesn't sound like you have any other sponsors besides EPI.
That's it, buddy. Yep. Thank you.
All righty. Have a great night and enjoy your win and your victory.
You too, man. Thanks.
Alrighty, so that was our winner of John Williams here from Phoenix. We'll take a final rundown of our results here this evening. John Williams in first. Johnny Taylor's finishing second. Ryan Honeycutt there will finish third. Mike Bruno fourth. Banks in fifth. Schaefer sixth. Wheeler in seventh. Fonseca eighth. Schreckengost in ninth. Coop in 10th. Sikosi 11th. Benfield 12th. Prize there in 13th. Westwood 14th. Kinsey there in 15th. Stevens in 16th. Lothian 17th. Tessier 18th. A little farther back, we got Matt Sisler and Dakota Ehrman. I want to thank everybody for coming out here and watching us this season. And sticking around with us as we complete the races here. Alrighty, everyone have a great night. Again, we want to thank our sponsors of Boomer Button Box, Martin Sport, Skunk Works, Graphics, and if I'm forgetting any others, I am sorry, but I know it takes a lot of help to put on one of these shows like this. Congratulations to the winners here this evening, and congrats on the season champion of John Williams here this tonight. And we'll catch you next week as we start a brand new season with the Xfinity Series here at NSR.